What's up? How is everyone? I hope good. I hope you kind of like the black and white. I felt like kind of doing something a little different with, I don't know, just something different. Plus, I look like, I don't know what is wrong with me. I just look terrible lately. I think it's just been all the stress, but, you know, we can't look good all the time, right? That's the way I look at it. So, how is everyone? I hope really good. I'm here with messages from the divine. I'm going to do them a little different today. I'm going to use just my regular kind of cards, decks. I will be reading a lot of them out of the book, just so you get the gist of what the divine is wanting to say. If I need to throw in my 2 cents, I definitely will. But let's get started. So, the first card I pulled is the Four of Swords. And this is when there is a problem that seems to, you can't solve. It's unsolvable. It could be a sticky situation. It is easy to think and think and think until your head is full of thoughts that every feeling, everything feels kind of confusing, just overwhelming, and you're just not coming up with the answers to the problem. So what you're needing to do is you're needing to kind of restore. You need to kind of set this problem aside, let it rest, give it time, and give yourself time. Stop thinking about it. Stop overthinking about it. Let go of it. It's not going to go anywhere. What else am I getting? So just, let it rest for now. Is kind of what I'm getting from that. So, Three of Pentacles. Well, with the Three of Pentacles, let's see here. I'm going to make sure I'm on the right gifs here. Sorry. Oh, this is like when you're working as a team to, build a project, to make it happen, to, make more money, to use your skills as, within people. So maybe somebody's wanting to come in to work with you to help, maybe you guys build a business together to, utilize both of your skills to, maybe, build a company, to start a business. But this is definitely a money-making card, but it is, you make money with a team. So we have the Three of Moss in reverse. And with this is, it's kind of like when you're being narrow-minded and you might be restricting yourself due to others' lack of imagination. This card can also show issues with a property or even a second home. But any negative, things that are coming up in this card are just temporary, because your future looks super bright after you kind of work through this part. So we have the Empress, which we all love the Empress. The Empress is, she's the queen of all queens. She's the, top woman. She's who you want to be married to, who you want to have in your life. The Empress is a sign that your emotional and financial needs will be met. So if you've been struggling with your emotions or your financial needs, they're going to be met. So you need to stop stressing over that. She also offers comfort without materialism and love without conditions. She can also herald, a pregnancy or a positive influence of a mother or mother figure in your life. She indicates a time when family life thrives and great creativity and productivity, is high. It's going to blossom. It's going to grow. So, she's always a positive thing that we want in our life. So, my next two cards are from my Native Spirit Oracle deck. So I will be reading these out of the book because I like the meanings of them. Let's see here. The first one I pulled is Peace Pipe. Your native spirits want you to know in native traditions, sharing a peace pipe filled with sacred tobacco and herb was a way of finding common ground and dropping discord. It was a I don't know what that word is. In order to calmly assess a situation and find a peaceful resolve, there are times to drop everything and leave. There are also times to carefully mend bridges with people, situations, and places. This is one of those healing times. Maybe there is a wound inside that needs to be forgiven or accepted. Maybe you need to forgive yourself or forgive another. Transform the inner grievance. Do it now. You don't need to forgive the act, but there's power in forgiving the person. You no longer need to carry it with you. Perhaps there is a person from your past with whom you should reconnect. You know what you need to do. This is the time to do it. The journey. Write down the answer of these questions. If there was an area of your life that to which I need to bring peace, what might it be? What's the first step that I need to take toward resolving a rift with another or a feeling unfinished regarding a person or situation? Then take action. We have a storyteller. I love this one. You know, when we carry around burdens and we're not forgiving towards other people and towards ourselves, that really weighs us down in life, and we really need to pay attention to that. So then we're not carrying that burden for years and years and years. People always ask me how it is that I'm so forgiving towards people. And it's like, I know that everybody makes a mistake. I mean, I've made a lot of mistakes. I'm going to make many more mistakes in my life, like many, many more. And I've been, my family isn't very forgiving. My family seems to just, they get something, something crawls up their ass, and then that's the way it just remains. And so we miss out on our family love, on our, our bonding, our children bonding together, my brothers and sisters and my kids. And, but we all have to learn how to apologize. We all have to learn how to forgive. And sometimes it's, it's just the act of forgiving that will bring us closer, or it's just the act of forgiving that will free us from all the burdens that we feel when we're so upset with somebody or somebody's done us wrong. So just remember that. Storyteller. Your native spirits want you to know around the evening campfire, clan members always looked forward to the storyteller recounting events of the day, of the daily happenings of the tribe. Even the most mundane event took on a vibrancy in the expert hands of an experienced storyteller. The storyteller card chose you to remind you to be the champion of your own personal myth. Be the central character. Don't live life according to the needs or expectations of others. Don't be a bit player in your own story. Journey. Take an event in your life that you gave a disempowering meaning and find a way to rescript it so that the interpretation of this same story is one in which you are the hero. What that's telling us is that we need to stop allowing, society, allowing our friends and family, allowing people to tell us how to live our life. People are so judgmental, and they want to say, we need to work a 9-to-5 job to survive. If you don't, then you're not, I'm better than you, or you're lower class, or if you don't have as much as somebody, so on. No, life is about the way we want to live, what we want to do for a living, who we want to love. That's another thing is, you as a person might love somebody or want to be with somebody, but your family and friends don't think that's who you should be with. Well, your family and friends aren't the ones that are with this person. They're not the one that has to wake up with you every day. They're not the ones that go to bed with you at night. They're not the ones that if this is, romantic, that you make love to, that you have a bond with. You can pretend, and be with the person that society says that you should be with, but you're never going to be happy. You're going to spend the rest of your life fucking miserable. Or you could go with the person that you love, that you find to be unique and, has a lot of qualities that you want. I mean, this could be like the woman of your dreams. This could be your soulmate. This could be your twin flame, but you're not going to break away from what society says is normal or what people think that you should do. You're going to stay in this miserable spot instead of come over here and just blossom like a beautiful flower. You're going to be like this the rest of your life. So blossom, be like this. Blossom, be like this. I say blossom. That's me, though. I don't give a shit what people say. I don't listen to what people, they criticize me all the time. They criticize, my parenting or, what I do, my addictions, and everything that I've ever done in my life I've been criticized for, and I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm to the point where, you know what, I live for me, and if people think I'm selfish, that's too fucking bad, because you know what, I am being selfish because I never have before. So I'm gonna love who I want to love, and I've always been that way. I don't give a shit if they're a millionaire. I don't care if they're upper class or they drive a BMW or a broke down car. I care about who the person is and what they can provide me in love and friendship and all the stuff I need. Unfortunately, I've always picked the wrong people because I'm an empath, so I tend to pick narcissists, which is, empaths and narcissists are like a time bomb, ready to go off and just explode. So that's probably why I'm single, I'm sure. And I don't know. That's there's a lot to it, but still. But you know what? We are in someone's life, and they're in our life for a reason. And, God brings us together for a reason. Maybe we're not supposed to stay with that person forever, but we're learning lessons and, growing as we are with that person. The thing is that people feel like if they love somebody that's who you're supposed to stay with, or that it's the end of the world if they break up. And really what it is it's God moving you towards the person that you're supposed to spend your life with, who you're supposed to be with. And a lot of people stay stuck in this toxic karmic relationship when they should be over here blossoming, and then not like this, not like all bitter and pissed off and using everything and drugs and alcohol to get through the day, when they could be blossoming and not using anything and just enjoying life with the person that they're supposed to love. So just a word of advice. We have harmony. I just explained it. I think you need to learn how to blossom like a flower instead of staying like this. That's what I'm just going to leave it like that. Sharing. So you need to be open to sharing your thoughts and feelings. Communication is very important in every relationship that we're in, every relationship that, we encounter, each person. Sharing, money. If you have money and somebody's struggling, share, because I'm like me, and I'm just using this as an example, but I've never been really good about asking people to help me. I've just always been so stubborn and just so set in my ways that I never reached out to people and was like, what, I'm really going through a hard time, I really need help. But and that's the lesson I'm learning now. And I'll tell you, this lesson I'm learning is probably one of the hardest lessons I've had to learn. I look so terrible because, and that's why it's in black and white. I slept in my car for 4 days. I literally did not eat for 3 days, nothing at all. And I was living in my car, and I still am. I'm still homeless, but thank God my friend, I finally reached out to someone and was like, I really need help. What was I saying? I kind of lost my train of thought there. Well, anyways, I had to go, and this is a story that I want to share because because it's not because I'm an empath, it's just because of who I am. But I had to go to a homeless shelter to get food. I had to go to, it's called, I don't know if I can say, I'm sure I can. It's called Daily Bread. And they got them all over, I think, the United States. But I had to go there for lunch. They serve lunch, so I went there twice to get lunch. And I'll tell you, the food was amazing. It was delicious. But it just like almost broke me as a person, and as knowing that people have to live like that. It's horrifying. It's a horrible feeling when you don't have a place to go at night, to go lay down, to rest your head in, to sleep in a bed, to take a shower. I didn't take a shower for 4 days, and what do you do? I didn't have anywhere to take a shower, so I didn't. I've never been so down and out in my life because I've always had my mom there if something went wrong. Well, my mom, it died this year, and the rest of my family is just extremely selfish, and they want to, just whatever they are. I don't even consider them family anymore, but I literally my dog and I were living in my car. I was sleeping in a parking lot. It was a hotel parking lot because I felt safe there. And at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, one of the guy that was working and a cop came and knocked on my window and told me to get out. I had to leave. And I'm like, I didn't know where to go. And I just said, I'm sorry, I'll go. But somebody had reported me for sleeping in my car. So we moved into a Walmart parking lot, but anymore Walmart says no more overnight sleeping. And I'll just tell you, this experience has been one that I don't wish upon anyone. It is not a good feeling when you don't have anywhere to go. And I pray for those people, and I hope that you do too, that are homeless. Sure, a lot of them are kind of not all there, but they have a very hard life that we don't realize because we don't live like that. So sharing, this is really important to share, to donate to homeless shelters for those people that don't have anywhere to go, because it's really important. Sorry. I'm gonna pause it for a minute, okay? Okay, sorry about that. It just makes me really emotional. My next card is emotional loss. So at this time, you might be grieving. You're grieving a person, you're grieving a relationship, a job, whatever your situation is, you are going through an emotional loss. And so like me, I'm going through this huge emotional loss in life, period. But we need to feel it like he is. Don't mask it. Stay away from drugs and alcohol, gambling, sex, whatever you do to kind of mask that. Because the more we feel it, the easier it is for us to move on. And trust me, I know. I was a drug addict for many years. I was an alcoholic for many years, and I can say I am sober. And I'll tell you, that's one reason why this is so hard for me to go through, because I've always masked all the pain and everything in my life with something, and I'm tired of doing that. I'm ready to free myself from what I've had to live through, what I've gone through, and I want to do it sober so then I can finally release it and move on. So I'm proud to say that I'm sober, and I love it. We have spiritual union. This is for my twin flamers. I'm a twin flame, by the way. I know who my twin flame is, but he won't give me the time or day, so that's another thing I'm grieving. You are going to come into union, spiritual union. You might even just come into spiritual union with yourself. I mean, it doesn't really have to be in romantic. It could be, just self. So that's always, welcome. It's beautiful. We're ready to do that. We have Eight of Swords restriction. So you might be feeling restricted at this time, maybe in a relationship, maybe towards employment, money-wise, financial, whatever it is. Just know that you're almost to the end because it's an 8. So just, hold on. And just know that, you're almost ready to hit that 10 of Swords, which we never want to go, have. But once we hit that 10, the new cycle starts over and we can begin again, and we're no longer up in the 8s and 9s and 10s. We have the King of Ocean, order. So maybe you're trying to get your life into order. Maybe you're trying to organize, what you need to do to get a new job, to start rebuilding your life, and, just try and stay where, in that kind of state of mind. I can't think now. I got really emotional over that, but just know that your life is starting to, come back into order, and that you're going to be good soon. I promise. I feel it. We have transformation. This is a card from yesterday from my general reading. Again, you're going through a transformation. So once you're done with your transformation, you'll definitely hit this. You'll definitely have your spiritual union. But you have to, go through all the stuff to finish your transformation, to become the person that you're supposed to be, and to be on the path that you're supposed to be on. And, it's awesome. I mean, it's rough. It is rough. I look like rough. So, and then the last card I have is going to be reflection. 32. Be wary of things you believe to see with eyes wide shut, for they are mirrors of the mad, and truths only spoken with a bleeding tongue. So you need to reflect on yourself. You need to reflect on the way that you look at other people, how you're judging other people. maybe when you look in the mirror, you're looking at like, when you look in the mirror, you are looking and thinking about what everybody else has to say about you. You know, if you grew up like I did, my family was very, they put me down so much. They would tell me how ugly, how fat I wasn't good enough, and on and on and on, and everything was my fault, and, you know, my brothers and sisters could do no wrong, and you know, and that really, after so many years and so many, you know, and they continue to do that to me, and I'm 44 years old, it just, you start to really believe it. You look at yourself and you're like, oh my God, I can't progress in life. I can't, there's no way they would hire me, you know, and you go on and on and on. That's not true. What's true is that you can definitely build and becomes, I'm sorry, somebody's at my door, become who you want to be. And you just have to have the faith, the courage, and the strength to keep moving on. And I know that all my subscribers, plus the new ones, definitely do. So I am finished. I thought that was pretty awesome messages from the divine. I really appreciated them. So I hope you did too. I am sending you all so much love, so many positive vibes, healing energy. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. Usually my setup's a little bit more fancy, but right now I'm transitioning. I'm trying to get my shit together, but I am slowly, with the help of some really, really, really good friends. I wanted to mention their names. I want to thank my friend Jerry Hamill very much, my friend Melissa Hanson very, very much, all of my subscribers on here, Jane Dry. I want to mention her because she has become one of my soul family, my angels, that really encourages me to keep going, and I greatly appreciate it. And then Christina Williams is another one. I'm sure that's your name, and if not, I apologize if I get it wrong. She's another one that definitely really gives me some words of encouragement and just keeps me going. I love you all so very much. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. It helps me as a psychic, as a tarot card reader, as a person, and, you know, as an influencer grow, and I really appreciate it, and I really hope that I do help you, and I hope that I help you with encouragement also, knowing that, you know, we all go through really bad things in our life. Some of us are meant to go through them so we can help others, and we can be there and let people know that we're not alone. And I am one of those people, definitely. I'm a healer, and, you know, I'm just a light worker, and I'm just me. God puts me through all my challenges that I go through. Hard, oh damn, they're hard, but he does it so I can share them with the world, and so I can help people. And I do know that. I know that's the path I'm supposed to be on. I embrace it. I am exhausted from it, but I am going to recoup, and I'm going to just kick ass in this world. So, and so are you all. So much love.